Welcome to the PrepNet, presented every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Talk2Me's Channel 14. Come join us to discuss everything about prepping and hear what others have done. All About Communications, Part 1, Creating an E-Com Plan. This presentation introduces the fundamentals of emergency communications planning, referred to as E-Com. It is designed to build understanding step by step, from definition to practical application. This session focuses on defining what an E-Com plan is and explaining its core structure before attempting to build one. In this and future nets, we will cover what an E-Com plan is, what goes into an E-Com plan, whether you need more than one plan, what communication options are available, how different communication types function, practical examples of complete E-Com plans. What is an E-Com plan? An E-Com plan is a structured, written approach to maintaining communication during emergencies. A solid emergency communications plan should be layered, redundant, power-aware, legally compliant, simple to execute under stress. The most useful framework for building an E-Com plan is P.A.C.E. Primary, the first method you attempt. Alternate, the method you use if the primary fails. Contingency, the method used if both primary and alternate fail. Emergency, the last resort option. P.A.C.E. prevents single points of failure and forces intentional redundancy. Define the mission first. Before filling in a P.A.C.E. list, define what your plan must accomplish. Common mission categories include family coordination, local and long distance, situational awareness, news, weather, civil alerts, community coordination, neighbors or mutual aid groups, emergency signaling, rescue, distress, extraction, security. You cannot build a functional P.A.C.E. structure without first defining the mission. Equipment compatibility matters. A communication plan only works if all intended participants can use the system. Every person in the plan must have access to the equipment, know how to operate it, be legally authorized to use it where required. Examples: if only one person owns a P.A.C.E. radio, it cannot serve as a shared coordination method. If some family members are not licensed for GMRS or amateur radio, those systems may not work for universal communication. Plans must be built around shared capability, not individual capability. Planning versus reacting. Building a plan under calm conditions allows you to test equipment, verify range, identify coverage gaps, practice procedures, correct weaknesses, establish standard operating procedures, SOPs. It is far easier to refine communications during normal operations than during an active emergency. What goes into an E-Com plan? An effective E-Com plan is more than radios. It includes people, procedures, power, documentation, and training. Defined objectives. Clearly state who needs to communicate, over what distance, under what conditions, for how long. Different objectives often require different P.A.C.E. structures. Examples: short duration event, a few hours, such as a thunderstorm or localized incident. Multi-day outage, winter storm, wildfire, regional power failure. Extended emergency, weeks without reliable infrastructure. Indefinite grid-down scenario requiring long-term sustainability planning. Contact list and roles include names and call signs, phone numbers and programmed frequencies, physical addresses or rally points, assigned roles such as net control or relay. Everyone should know who initiates contact and who reports to whom. Examples: for people who only have phones, obtain numbers for their neighbors or friends who can relay a message. P.A.C.E. matrix. For each mission, document primary, alternate, contingency, emergency. Do not rely on memory during stress. Write it down. Equipment inventory list. Radio types, bands, and power output. Antennas, portable, base, and mobile. Cables and adapters. Spare batteries. Accessories. Document storage locations and responsibility assignments. Power plan. Communications fail when power fails. Identify primary power source, backup power source, runtime estimates, charging methods. Power planning should mirror your P.A.C.E. structure. Operating procedures. Equipment without procedures creates confusion. Define check-in schedules, call format, plain language or brevity rules, emergency message criteria, conditions for switching methods. Keep procedures simple and repeatable. Training and testing. A plan that is not exercised will fail. Include regular radio checks, periodic P.A.C.E. drills, equipment inspections, battery maintenance schedule. Testing exposes weaknesses before they matter. Documentation. Your plan should exist in printed form, digital backup, durable or waterproof copy if appropriate. If it only exists in memory, it does not exist. An e-com plan is a living document and should be reviewed regularly. Next week, we'll continue the All About Communication series and cover: do I need more than one e-com plan? What are my e-com options? Detailed examination of communication types. If you have any questions about what we have discussed here tonight, please send your question to prepnetch14@gmail.com and enter question in the subject line.